Greetings, YouTube. Once again, happy Tuesday, happy gifting event day. There is so much to unpack in terms of the best and worst values to gift for your units. I'll be coming out with a very factually heavy video on that hopefully soon. But the first thing I wanted to do was talk about the motivation for whales. You see, this is an event that makes Kabam more money than any event during the year, which is saying something since we know Marvel Contest of Champions led all mobile gaming in revenue sales for Black Friday. We know this is already making millions and millions and millions of dollars, probably the most money that the company's ever made, despite people suspecting every time something goes wrong that the game is on its way out. Yeah, check their bank account. I don't think that's anywhere close to being in the forecast. But I want to talk about Alliance rank number 1 for the team rewards. You see, this is a spot that's heavily coveted. There were theories out there that the Crystal Opening Whale top spot last year was almost $1 million worth of gifting crystals. That sounds crazy to me, but I feel like the money that people spend at the top is so beyond what Monopoly money is to me that I'm inclined to believe anything. We've entered the Mike Tyson zone of stories regarding how much whales truly whale out when they want to be the biggest blubbery shamus of the ocean. But we now want to see the Alliance gifting event and those top rewards, because I want to do a historical comparison from this year and last year. That's part of my job as a YouTuber. It's to give you some context for what is currently happening. In 2018, Alliance rank 1 for the rank rewards. Hey, we won an Alliance war. Congrats to those of you who did that. We got a 5-star Thanos for free, 2 tier 5 basic Catalyst fully formed, 6 tier 2 alpha, 10,000 6-star shards, and 15,000 5-star shards. You could essentially look at it as Kabam gave whatever alliance, and it was the Cow Whale Alliance that finished in rank 1, a free rank up material opportunity for a 5-star to rank 5. Because you need 2 tier 5 basic, you need 6 tier 2 alpha. And you got both of those, the rarest items to get, just by finishing Alliance rank 1. So the question was, what would the incentive have to be this year to get the alliances to whale out even more? And I am here to tell you, YouTube, it is exactly what I suspected and told people behind the scenes would have to happen to get alliances to go for that $1 million threshold. Who needs a house and college tuition and all kinds of stuff when you can spend that $1 million on a mobile video game and you can get digital prizes that include such a gigantic step up that it is truly going to give the top alliance, maybe all of them in it, their first rank 3 6-star champion, which is going to move everything up, including the PI of the alliance and the prestige of the alliance. I just have to tell you, this is a game changer. So let's talk about what's changed since last year. They have doubled the amount of tier 5 basic from 2 to 4. They have added 2 tier 2 alpha from 6 to 8. That's the least bit of change. Doubled the 6-star shards from 10,000 to 20,000. Tripled the 5-star shards from 15,000 to 45,000. But none of that pales in comparison. And I also want to say 6-star Kang, 6-star Wang. I don't think that's a big deal at all. I think I'd actually rather, maybe just for looks, have a Thanos than a Wang. But, 6-star Thanos, I guess, will come next year. But here's the deal. This is the game changer. Half of a tier 5 class catalyst fragment selector. Half. That you get to choose the class. That is monumentally crazy for the top alliances, and I'll explain why here in a second. By the way, if you're rank 2, just the difference in rank 2. You lose 2 tier 2 alpha, 1 tier 5 basic, and this becomes a 1 out of 6 gamble that chances are if you're targeting one class you're not going to get. So the difference between one rank is the difference between guaranteeing you will get the class to take your 6-star up to rank 3 and praying to RNGesus before getting RNJudas. Make no mistake about it. The Tier 2 Alphas, the Tier 5 Basic, the 6-star Wang, the 6-star shards, the 5-star shards, none of that matters in this year's Whale War. The thing that matters is the difference between a gamble or a guarantee between the class selector and the class crystal. And I just want to say, yes, I've spent a really good amount of money on this game. Probably about as much money as my car is worth, between $10,000 and $13,000, especially when you add in gift cards. But that is like 2% of what I've heard some people spend. And I have to tell you that even though I'm far behind those people, I've been so lucky that I have Corvus at rank 2. And let's say that I happen to be in this top alliance, which of course is not going to happen. And I got to choose what class was the Tier 5 class catalyst selector for me. Well, when we scroll up to Tier 5 Cosmics, I'm 25,000 Tier 5 Cosmic Catalyst away from taking my Corvus to rank 3. So I would get 22,500 added in, which would get me less than 3,000 short of taking my Corvus to rank 3. So you can just imagine, if me, with the account that I have, the skill that I have, and the resources that I have, is somewhat close to taking a 6-star to rank 3, how many people at the very top are going to be more than enough if they get that item? This is a game changer at the top. I cannot emphasize that enough. And the difference between place 1 and place 2 is the difference between Kabam giving you the algorithm and you taking control of it yourself. Good luck to everybody who's willing to sacrifice your future kids' college tuition and maybe your marriage for a mobile video game. As always, be responsible. Don't spend what you don't have. And remember that you can actually spend nothing and still get greater gifting crystals and can still earn units to gift. Free-to-play players can still take part in this too. So you don't have to worry about, not spending thousands of dollars you don't have. But at the same time, just know, I would not be surprised if the winning alliance spends over $1 million, which is crazy for me to say. Like, I'm kind of shaking saying that because I don't know if I'll ever see that much money in my life. But at the same time, there are people out there who are millionaires and maybe, Bill Gates level, that it's chump change to them. And if that's them and that's how they want to spend it, so be it. You can own a yacht in the form of an app. But at the same time, I just think that Tier 5 Class Catalyst 50% Selector, it is such a game changer. I wish we had Nexus crystals. I really think that is part of my disappointment. But this thing, game changer, YouTube. Cannot say that enough. What do you think about this top reward this year? Comment below. And as always, thanks for watching and supporting my Marvel Contest of Champions YouTube channel.